Hi everybody, Hansu Bids here for another episode on how to win at Quibids. Thank you for tuning in. This episode we are going to talk about the Bid-O-Matic and different strategies to use to win auctions using the Bid-O-Matic. For those of you who are new to Quibids and don't know what the Bid-O-Matic is, the Bid-O-Matic is a feature and it's located right down here in the bottom right corner. It's a feature that places bids for you. And in this numbers bids box, you place a number from a minimum of 3 to a maximum of 25 of how many bids you want the Bid-O-Matic to place for you. Once you have your number set, you click activate, and the Bid-O-Matic will do the rest. Once this number reaches 0, the Bid-O-Matic will be deactivated, and you will be able to reactivate it at any set number between 3 and 25 that you want. Neat thing about the Bid-O-Matic is in the bidding history here, it'll tell you who is using the Bid-O-Matic and who is just placing single bids. Using the Bid-O-Matic, so the basics of it to win an auction is pretty simple. The basics of it, and I emphasize that again because there's so many different strategies you can use. So the basics is going to be with any auction, check the bidding history, see who's in it. See what their latest wins were, how long they've been with Quibids, what they are bidding on, and that'll tell you how game your opponents will be. Also, the statistics, the ending prices, and how many bids that individual spent to win the auction at their winning price. And like I've mentioned before, this is just a general rough idea of what can happen. Nothing's guaranteed or set in stone. So, how to use the Bid-O-Matic? Well, the most basic way that people use, and for me the most successful way, has to be what has been called the bully strategy. And what that means is right off the bat, you pretty much just turn your Bid-O-Matic on when close to the start of an auction, and you just leave it on, and you pretty much let the room know, hey, I'm not going anywhere, I'm leaving this Bid-O-Matic on. You might as well just quit. I've been very successful. That's how, as far as bids to retail value ratio, I've had the most success using that bully method. Now, on the flip side, I've also wasted the most amount of bids trying to get an item and not getting it by using the bully method. And what I did to prevent that from happening again is I stopped getting into these Bid-O-Matic wars that's happening right now. And what I mean by Bid-O-Matic war, was what I call it, is when you have two people, like these two individuals, let's get rid of that, who just have their Bid-O-Matics turned on and they're just trying to grind each other out. Don't do that. That's a waste. What you want to do is you want to go back to my 1 second rule, back off from the Bid-O-Matic, and go back to my 1 second rule to really see how many people are still active in the auction. If it comes down to you and one individual with the Bid-O-Matic on, just sit there and keep doing the 1 second rule if you really want that item, because nobody else is even involved. The Bid-O-Matic is just best used to bully your way in there and to get everybody to think, okay, this person's game, I'm just gonna wait, and hopefully other people will place a bid at that 1 second mark. And then they don't, then you win the item. It's pretty simple. Costly, high risk, high reward. That's the first strategy. The conservative strategy, which is also very successul, but it's just more of a grind. You need a lot more patience for it. And that's pretty much when you use the 1 second rule again. And also in the last video I put up, watch the video of how to know when an auction's coming to an end. When you watch that video and then you apply that to an auction, when you know an auction's coming to an end, that's when you want to turn on your Bid-O-Matic. With that said, leave the Bid-O-Matic on when an auction's coming to an end unless the auction gets hot again. Don't get caught up in a bidding war. Don't fight for that top spot. Let everybody else burn out their bids, but also when you do that and you're still in the game, they're going to know you're not going anywhere, and let them burn themselves out. That's pretty much it. And again, these are ways of just increasing the odds of winning. Nothing's guaranteed. and you just have to be patient with it. If you do get caught up in a Bid-O-Matic war, you're going to regret it, especially if you didn't get the item. Oh man, I'm just thinking about it just kills me, because I've wasted a lot of bids going into those wars thinking, okay, I got it, okay, I got it. Just don't have that mindset at all, for the love of God. Just don't. Just save your bids. Let guys like this go at it. Wait till the auction comes to an end, and then turn your Bid-O-Matic on. Now, if you place about 10 bids in a Bid-O-Matic, go ahead and back off and just use the 1 second rule, and then but be a participant in the 1 second rule to see what the action is. Now, if you get to a point where you've wasted a large sum of bids, and you're kind of like thinking, gosh, maybe I should back out, maybe I shouldn't, back out, because too often I've wasted too many bids rather than won the item when I was in that mindset of, okay, they'll quit, okay, they'll quit, because they won't, because they're thinking the same thing you are. That pretty much sums it up. So what I would recommend, honestly, for you people out there, find a low ticket item, go to your filter, 0 to 50, and be willing to lose a lot of bids. But join an auction, not a gift card one for you new people. I don't care what anybody says, not a gift card one. And and just try to bully your way in. If you spend 25 bids, how about this? If you spend 25 bids and you're not in a Bid-O-Matic war, then go back to the 1 second rule. Okay? Don't get in this Bid-O-Matic war. Someone here should be using the 1 second rule. I know I'm jumping back and forth here. I think that just about covers it. Any questions? Comment below. Email me at hansubids@hotmail.com. Don't forget to refer me as a friend, and please be patient. Happy bidding. Good luck to you all. I'll talk to you later.